Paisley desired only one thing, a horse. Unfortunately, that proved to be too lofty a wish. She believed she had discovered her dream horse, yet after a few harrowing days, when it was brought to a vet, Paisley received a startling question. "Dear lady, do you have any idea what this is?" It didn't take long for the vet to discern that Paisley had acquired an exceedingly peculiar horse. What made this horse so extraordinary? Was it truly a horse? And why did it unsettle the vet so profoundly? An auction, perfectly suited to Paisley's tastes, unfolded near the countryside. Amidst the myriad of animals up for sale, stood a distinctive horse, captivating in its peculiar beauty. Paisley's decision was swift, perhaps too hasty. The salesman, somewhat elusive, offered scant details about the horse named Africa, merely mentioning its age of around 4 years. Yet, Paisley remained unfazed. The horse exuded a unique charm and responded warmly to her touch. With unwavering resolve, Paisley chose to bring her newfound companion home. Paisley didn't have a piece of land herself, but she had an idea of where to keep the horse. Only a few blocks away, there was a riding school. There was plenty of room for other horses, and due to the short distance, Paisley could visit her horse daily. It all seemed bright, but things would unravel quite soon. The first sign of something being off occurred on the second day. Paisley was at work and was told to come to the riding stables at once. They wouldn't tell her why. Once Paisley arrived, she understood. The horse had too much energy to stand around and had to be exercised to accept her isolation in a stable. Then the stable owner proposed something that would change everything. He said she could use the horse track for free this time. He joked that he didn't need payment since it would save his stables. Paisley was not in the position to deny and agreed. She asked the stable owner to prepare the horse so she could run to her home and get the right clothes. But when she came back, her horse was gone. When Paisley returned, she didn't see her horse anymore, only a shocked stable owner. He said he couldn't believe his eyes. "I've never seen a horse so powerful," he said. But Paisley wasn't interested in his words. She wanted to know where her horse was. The stable owner told her he had already taken the horse outside to prepare her, but when a loud car passed, the horse freed itself from a pole and ran off. Still, the horse was within the gates of the riding track and shouldn't be able to escape. But the horse easily broke down one of the gates and ran off. The rescue service asked Paisley about her location, and as soon as she told them everything she knew, they asked her to come over to the station. Once she arrived, they calmly asked her to sit down. They showed her a picture of her horse, and Paisley immediately jumped up. They just told her they would do everything they could to rescue her horse because everyone would benefit from it. Suddenly, Paisley knew there was a lot more to this horse than she initially thought. So Paisley, alongside the rescue service, began the rescue mission. The rescue service started in the areas around the stables, and Paisley walked over to a small forest just a few kilometers from the stables. She agreed with the rescue service to stay in contact. It wouldn't take long before she received a phone call. The stranger asked Paisley to describe her horse, and Paisley tried her best to be as descriptive as she could. But she wasn't even halfway through explaining when the man suddenly interrupted her. "What if I told you that your horse didn't run away but was taken?" Paisley is stunned. The stranger was very sure of himself and pointed in the direction they came from. It was exactly the direction of the stables. What was the stable owner up to? Did he lie to her? Paisley called the rescue service right away. There was no time to spare. She expected the rescue service to respond very naturally to the news, as their mysterious behavior from before should be because of this theft. But they reacted as surprised as Paisley herself. What was going on here? The rescue service alarmed the police, and it didn't take them long to track down the stable owner. Paisley went to the place of the arrest to see her horse, but was told the horse was already taken to a vet. After insisting, they finally told Paisley where she could find the vet. She rushed there and was received by the rescue service. Paisley ran into one of the team members of the rescue team, Amber. They started talking about everything, and she could see how Amber was beginning to trust her as well. Then Amber revealed something that left Paisley completely shocked. Amber told Paisley that her horse was also stolen by the stable owner. It had been a while, but Amber still remembered it like it was yesterday. Perhaps this time justice was due if they worked together. But Amber wasn't too optimistic. Even though everyone knew the stable owner was guilty, he somehow managed to get away with it. This had everything to do with his connections, as he was a powerful man. Amber had some great advice. She told Paisley to actually do an interview with the media, and a big one for that matter. The stable owner would never expect that. And by giving this interview and talking about his theft, he'd get all the attention he was trying to avoid. Paisley agreed. She was willing to take these risks in order to save her horse, but she wanted something from Amber as well. Paisley was greeted with the enthusiasm reserved for a celebrity upon her arrival at the TU station. But why? What did they know about her horse that elevated Paisley to such status? A journalist singled her out for an interview, prompting Paisley to share her prepared questions. Shortly after, the journalist returned, inquiring if there was anything else Paisley needed. Grateful, Paisley checked her phone to find a text message amidst the bustling atmosphere of the studio. Despite her nerves, she reassured herself that it would all be worthwhile for the sake of her beloved horse. As Paisley took the stage for her interview, she delved into the role of the stable owner in the ordeal, mentioning Amber's horse along the way. The audience reacted with astonishment and applause, moved by Paisley's bravery. Finally, as a token of appreciation, the journalist disclosed crucial information about Paisley's horse. During the interview, authorities apprehended the stable owner. It was revealed that Paisley's horse was, in fact, a zebra smuggled from South Africa, explaining its distinctive appearance and remarkable strength. Despite the owner's attempt to reclaim the zebra, it found sanctuary in a zoo, where Paisley could visit it weekly.